Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and Milwaukee Tools has a pair of pruning chainsaws they call hatchets, and there is an M18 version back here, there's an M12 version here. Both of them are outstanding. Obviously the M18 is going to be a little bigger, a little more powerful, maybe some more battery options, longer life once you're out in the field, but either one of them is a force to be reckoned with. This one, the M18 version, is the one I'm going to focus on here. It is an outstanding Milwaukee tool. Just dynamite. Now, I use the Milwaukee chainsaw, actually the original one. They've got a couple of them out now, and I have not fired up my gas-powered chainsaw in years, simply because the handiness, power, speed, efficiency, simplicity of the Milwaukee battery-powered one is just it's just shocking, literally. There are places, yes, you may want a gas one, a lot of work, maybe far from being able to recharge batteries. Maybe you're going to be trying to cut through some really big stuff. You know, I think that's why Milwaukee came out with their double battery chainsaw, so you really can kind of separate it. But then the weight and the price really starts to add up. But for small stuff, even overlanding, if you have to clear down trees on roads, you can do it with this. Might take a couple of different cuts, but honestly, this essentially you could use as half the diameter of what this is capable of. You know, so literally I could go out to, well, this is an 8 3/4 inch, no, an 8 3/8 inch bar. So let's say 8, so I could 16 inch in it, 1.5 foot diameter. And that's, if I wanted to come in just straight from both sides, I could section it up. Obviously, you know, finish it up with a hatchet or an axe if I had to, but honestly, and just for general routine fire maintenance, you know, defensible space stuff. Pruning around the homestead, whatever it is, something like this is invaluable, especially for the speed. Just simply, it's good to go. You can use it with small batteries. You can use it with large. I usually go with the 9 amp hour. That is the battery I have had the best luck, most efficient. You know, charging versus duty cycle versus not losing if you can see this is fully charged, and sometimes that's as much as I can get on these 12. Sometimes I have to kill them all the way off and try again. These 12s I have not had good luck with. But anyway, this is some video of this stuff in action. As you can see, it just chews right through any of the wood that I run across. You know, I don't live around a lot of oak trees, but and you can see compared to the M12 version, M12 dynamite, but the 18 is a little bit better in terms of performance. Of course, it costs a little bit more. Your mileage may vary on price. They don't give these things away, but if you want a quality battery-powered small kind of pruning chainsaw, these are amazing. Now, they do have a few other features. If we take a closer look at this, obviously you can get replacement, the chains. I have not had, you know, much problem with running them really hard. You can get them sharpened, but it's probably cheaper, maybe even better just to go ahead and replace it. These do use oil. There's an oil reservoir here, and then that drips it out onto the chain, and then that keeps the bar lubricated, because you can raise the temperature on these things, even though it's just a small battery-powered tool. It does have a locking mechanism here, so you do have to keep this depressed to pull the trigger. A bit of safety there. It's got a scrunch here, which allows you to quickly, easily both pull it off for cleaning, because sometimes you get stuff just clogged up inside around the gear, and you can adjust the chain tension. As you see, I've gotten it a little loose here. As far as handling it, It's designed to be two hands. I use it one hand all the time, often, you know, the other hand on the workpiece, or, you know, carrying two saws, running them against each other. It's about 4.9 pounds without the battery, so there is a bit of weight to it. And it is very easy to clean out, clean off, just crack it open, wipe it down. I have not had a single issue with either one of these or the chainsaws, and I actually have two of the chainsaws, and one of them I just use constantly. It's amazing. Plus, when you use something like this and you stop, dead silence. I mean, that is great. You don't have this idling saw sitting on the ground or in your hand. Another thing is you could just carry a couple extra batteries. You can run it light with some smaller batteries if you're doing smaller cuts, just a lot of, you know, 1 inch or smaller branches. Or if you're going to run it longer, run it with the larger battery, whereas a gas chainsaw, you know, you've got a gas tank. You know, you don't exactly run it empty to try and cut the weight of the saw. As far as the nimbleness, the position, you should really pay attention. It is a chainsaw. You can cut yourself with these, and you should wear appropriate protective gear. But it does feel safer in a lot of ways than a long bar saw, especially something running as fast as a gas saw. And of course, there's no smell really. A little bit of oil on your hands, you can see, all greasy handling it. But overall, just outstanding saws. Just they are fabulous, and I bet they're only going to get better. Let me know your thoughts. With that, Doc out.